right, guys, welcome to another interview. Today I have two special guests all the way from Norway, David Stakston and Jonas Strand Gravli. How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Congratulations on season two. Um, it was really good. I binge watched it. And what are your thoughts on the season? How did you find it?
You want to start, David, or?
Okay, I'll start with the thoughts on the season. Yeah, it's no, Jonas, you start. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think it was. I think it was amazing. It's. We've been waiting for this for such a long time, so it was good to finally see the result. And it's been just amazing to see how many people have watched it already, and yeah, how excited people are.
David?
Yeah, just copy that. I feel the same way. It's uh, it's a great response and everything. Yeah, so very thankful.
How does it feel, guys, to be part of a show, obviously, that is a Norwegian show and it's been streamed globally through Netflix, David?
What it feels like to be part of that.
What does
Very
it feel like to be part of a show that it's been streamed globally through Netflix and so many people have access to a Norwegian show? How does it feel for you?
well. It feels kind of strange and overwhelming, but then again, it's what everybody or every actor I think wants, to people for people to watch what you do. So I think we all feel very lucky and yeah, very lucky.
Jonas?
Yeah, I feel the same. It's been awesome, and from we did the first season, we saw that a lot of people liked what we made, and to see how much people like the second season as well. It's incredible, and it's incredible to share what you do to so many people. And I think Netflix is just incredible by by just removing borders and showing content from all around the world. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's amazing to be able to experience all these different cultures, all these different languages, because personally, when I watched both of the seasons, I watched them in Norwegian. So I think it's really important to be able to experience all these like other TV shows that have something unique to offer. Um, Guys, growing up, what were your favorite TV series or movies, and was there anything there that inspired you to become an actor, like to follow this path? Jonas?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I had a lot of different films and TV shows I liked, but I don't know if any. Did you wonder? Was the question also what made me want to be an actor, or
Yeah, maybe
what?
was there like any movie or like a TV series that inspired you to follow this path, or did it just happen?
No, I think maybe like Down Under something happened when I watched all these different TV shows and films, and yeah, I loved watching TV shows and films as much then as I do now. But I think me becoming an actor was happened almost like a coincidence, just by choosing different schools after I was when was applying for high school. I applied for a lot of different schools, and yeah, I didn't get into the ones I actually wanted to go to. So I went to this one school where they had drama classes, and I think that was the reason why I became an actor.
Very interesting. David, what about you?
The question was this, movies and series. Well, I actually talked about this yesterday with another person, and then when I talked about it, it made me think more and more on what inspired me and whatever. And I think just being a kid that I think I needed attention. I think I was sort of a class clown, like every actor is. Um, but there was this thing in Norway, uh, Sabeldom, where I
Yeah.
watched this movie, it's a pirate sort of, and I got this costume, and I went to the kindergarten around, and just went around, you know. It got so bad that my parents or my mother had to remove my costume and tell me that you can't do this anymore. But I think then that she understood that this guy wants to be or is going to be an actor or wants to be an actor. Um, and then getting older, watching movies, uh, kind of fun movies, and then getting a little older and starting to watch like more serious types of movies. Uh, yeah.
It's a very very interesting story. I mean, all the way how you decided to become an actor. Um, Guys, I wanted to ask you how do you feel that us, the audience, we are being introduced to Norse mythology from a different perspective through Ragnarok. Because we have, for example, the horror elements, we have the mythological elements, we have this really important message about the environment. So, how does it feel to combine all these things and introduce Norse mythology from a different perspective? Jonas.
I think it's really good that we, first of all, that we take Norse mythology back to Norway. I think with the Norwegian background, it just fits in a way because, yeah, all the stories are about this landscape in a way. But I also think it's cool that we make this hero story, supernatural type of genre TV show, and also adds a lot of messages about the environment and yeah, just how it is to grow up these days. I think it's cool that we can combine all those stories into this one epic Norse mythology battle in a way.
And personally for me that was something that like drew me towards this story, that it's been told in a very unique way, and I think that's really really beautiful. David, what how do you feel about this different approach to Norse mythology through Ragnarok?
Um, uh, it's a tough question. Jonas has all the good answers, but I
No,
have to
no.
make some. No, but I feel just take over if you want, Jonas. No, no, I feel like it's cool to be a part of something that's never been done before. I think every actor and every creative person wants to be a part of something like that, and when you are, you appreciate that, and like Jonas answered so elegantly in the last answer, I think I just have to copy what he says, and it's good to be a part of something that's not been done before because you don't feel like you're
Mhm.
wasting your time or something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So David, what were your first thoughts when you got the script for season 2? You read it. What was the first thing that came through your mind, and which scene you couldn't wait to film?
Well, I I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Um, I think I just thought about every scene and look forward to testing a lot of new stuff out that I haven't done before, and you know, uh, yeah, I don't remember reading it. I think I must have read it because yeah, but I don't remember the time I read it or what I felt. But I think I was excited. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were also part of the readings before like they they gave us the final
Yeah,
cut
that's true.
of the script. So me and David was part of like the writing room for a couple of sessions just to read through our scenes and yeah, to talk about how especially our relationship in this second season was going to be. And I think that was really cool for both of us because yeah, our characters has this huge roller coaster of emotions, and in the one scene we love each other, in the other scene we hate each other, and there's all these things happening yeah, from every, yeah, from scene to scene. So I think that was really cool to read those scenes for the first time together. uh, yeah,
That's
I
good.
think
I don't know if you
Great
agree.
answer.
I think, Jonas, because you did mention about the relation between Magne and Lauritz in season two. How would you guys describe it in season two? Because you said like there is one moment that you hate each other and there is one moment that you love each other. But do you feel that Magne and Lauritz, for example, like became closer in season two? Do you think that maybe they became apart, or it's a combination of these two?
Oh, I think it's a good combination. I think that we were close from the beginning of the first season, and but I think what happened in the second season is that Magne and Lauritz all of a sudden were on the same page when Lauritz found out that he had all this powers too, and he was part of that whole new universe that Magne had told him about. So I think that on some point they were a lot more closer in this season, but that also brought up all these different difficulties in their relationship. So that was yeah, that at least I thought that was really interesting to work with.
And I think ultimately is a love and hate relationship that, one moment, like you said, they will hate each other, but the other moment they will be there for each other.
Yeah,
uh,
and I think it's all love in the end. Maybe, I don't know.
maybe, yeah. David, in season two, Magne creates Thor's hammer with the help of the other gods. How was the experience for you working with these other actors during these scenes, and also working in these scenes with the hammer as well? Um, did you actually use a real hammer? How did this all happen?
Um, well, it was great to work with the other actors because uh, there are so many great actors out there in the series that just make you better and motivated, and so that was great to work with Jonas and everybody from the cast. Such Björn Sundqvist and Henriette Stenstrup. He's huge, talented, and Jonas. Just yeah, just great people, and I feel very happy and privileged to be part of something that they use their time on. You use your time together and you learn, and you yeah. What was the question again?
Sorry, it was about the hammer. How was your experience filming
Hammer, yeah.
these scenes with the hammer?
Well, you feel kind of cool with a hammer, I must admit. You feel a little bit like you have some power, but then again, it's just I don't want to ruin the idea that it's something else, or that it wasn't real or whatever. I think that's something that we can keep like little, I don't know,
Yeah, but
whatever.
you
But
were hit by thunder for real, right? You were
yeah,
actually
that
hit
was
by thunder.
so real, man. Just I felt it in my body. I just
Yeah.
screamed and everything. No, yeah.
And I think for me, because as we talk about the scenes with the hammer, I think something that the show did really well. It was building up the whole story, like towards Thor getting this power at the end of the season. And I think that's something really, really that I fell in love with Magnet. The fact that he went through so many things this season. He almost gave up in the middle of the season, and then uh, we see how he gets back into track by to kill um, to get back his power basically, and then kill kill the giants. So for me, that was really, really interesting to see how the story was built towards that moment when you grab the hammer.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I think I I think that's I agree. Yeah.
It was
Um,
also cool. I thought it was really cool that they chose like the first hammer he was presented was like this really good looking hammer, and then in the end the actual hammer he needed was this like homemade kind of I think that's a really cool choice by the writers.
it was a good face.
And sort of that sort of represents Mung as well. He's not a very what do you say woohoo kind of guy. You know, he's very down to earth uh, with everything. And like you talked about the road he had in season 2 was very roller coaster ish. So yeah, I agree with what you said. That was interesting.
Jonas, in season
Yeah.
2, Laris gets to explore his dark side. Tell me, how was this experience for you as an actor?
I think it was amazing. I mean, playing a role like Lauritz is like a gift box for an actor, I think, because there's so many possibilities to explore, like if he goes to the dark side or the good side, and if he's like happy or sad, and what brings him to those different uh, decisions. I think that was really interesting to work with, and I also wanted to kind of show in a way why if we can say Loki, why Loki becomes Loki. Like it's not only because he wants to be like a mischievous guy who wants to be a trickster and just play around. It's also like grounded in something really emotional, and that he gets hurt and he doesn't feel like he's part of anyone. And that's the reason why he makes the choices he makes. And I thought that was really cool to work on as an actor.
What was your favorite moment from season 2 that you got to explore?
So many. There were so many things I did in this season that I never thought I was ever going to do as an actor. I mean, I gave birth. That's like, when am I going to do that again? But I think there were a lot of really great moments, both with me and David together, where we have all this different talks, and um, yeah, there was a lot of beautiful scenes. I think it's hard to pick one.
I know because
Yeah.
David, do you want to add something?
Well, no. I just he has such great answers. I can't ruin them.
David,
Oh yes, you can if you want.
David, I wanted to ask you about this small beautiful town that you are filming Ragnarok. Were you familiar with the town before? I think the name is Oda, the town that you were filming.
Yeah.
Were
No,
you familiar
I
with?
wasn't familiar.
So the first
Yeah.
time that you visited the town, it was during the filming.
Yeah.
How
Very
was
first time.
your experience there? How did you find the landscapes and everything?
Great. Great. I think it was beautiful, man. The mountains, the city, just the air felt kind of perfect for the setting of this series, which is very this claustrophobic sort of feeling that sort of like you know I think it was a perfect place to film this series. Small place, but very majestic and beautiful at the same time.
Jonas, have you been to that town before, or it was the first time for you as
No,
well?
I don't. Yeah, I think it was the first time for me as well. Maybe I've driven through the town once when I was younger. I don't remember, but yeah, I remember me and David was driving together the first time we went to Odda in the first season, and we were listening to Hans Zimmer in the car, and it just fit perfectly with like the view and the mountains and everything. As David said, it's super majestic. It's yeah, it was magical. And I mean, the background you get in the shots when we were shooting in Odda, you can't get that anywhere else. It's just I had this scene on the mountain in the second season together with Gisli, who plays Vidar, and the only thing I'm gonna play is like this view is breathtaking, and it was no acting needed. It just it was just crazy beautiful. The whole scenery.
I have to agree with both of you guys that the cinematography was something that I think every person that watches this series they will fall in love with. It's something unique, and I don't think it's something that you get to see every day. So that makes me want to go to Norway now.
Yeah, you should.
Hey,
um, in terms of future roles, guys, and we're gonna wrap this up because I don't want I don't want to keep you any longer. David, in terms of future roles, is there anything in particular that you would like be interested to play as an actor? Something that you would like to do?
whoa, that's a tough question. I wow. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I I think I want to do everything, but depends on the character. It depends on if it's something I recognize or don't recognize. I don't know, but um, yeah. I mean, just yeah. I think I don't know. Jonas probably has a better answer.
And I guess David also depends on the script. I mean, depends on the script, depends on the project. So uh,
Yeah,
there's not like a
depends
definite
on the
answer.
character. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I'm just a young guy, so I don't know.
I remember because I was watching one interview that you gave, I think it was a few years ago, and you said that something that made you fall in love with Ragnarok, it was the script. Is that true? That is something that will drive an actor towards accepting a role or like auditioning for something like this show?
Yeah, I think the first time I ever did anything for this series, I thought it was a vampire series. The I didn't get anything else but the sort of short little script for the audition process, and I oh, this vampire thing. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna try. And then it turned out to be something complete different. But I fell in love with the character most. I think this guy that comes to a new place has this inner fight going on all the time, and that's really interesting to play. Like Jonas said earlier, with the Lauditz sort of having all these internal fights that makes him who he is, and that's sort of a thing with all humans that it's very close to real life, and that's what attracted me. I think with Magne is this normal guy with problems and this huge thing that he has to deal with afterwards. But it's yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I think it's something, as you correctly said, it's someone that you can relate to.
yeah. But also, again, it's a superheroes thing, so you can't relate to everything. But but I think there's something there for everybody, uh, in a lot of characters that you can find and work on.
I agree. Yeah. Jonas, in terms of you, is there anything that you would like to do in your like future, like playing a particular character or something else that you
Uh,
have in your mind?
yeah, it's a really hard question. I've been asked that question before, and I always think it's difficult to answer. But I want to do as much as possible. I think that every new role for an actor is a new role and a new project, and you have to do it differently every time. It's always a new start, and I want to test out everything. And when I'm old, I can look back and say that okay, that particular role was the perfect one. But yeah, I want to test out as much as possible, and yeah, I just feel so lucky to be able to work as an actor.
That's
That's
really
the great
important.
answer. There you have it. Best answer.
No,
I think,
no.
as you guys said, it is a difficult question, is because you don't know what you're going to do in like 10 years from now. But
That's true.
as you said, you can just look back and see, what have you done, and what would you like to do in the future as well. Uh, so, guys, before we finish, can I ask you to send a message to your Greek fans, because we are a lot here in Greece, and we love the show. We love the actors. We love the characters. And if you could just send us a message, that would be great. David, you want to start?
No, Jonas is much better at that than me. I'll just sit here.
Okay, yeah, well, I would just like to say thank you to all of our Greek fans. It's amazing that you're watching the show. We are super excited that you like it, and yeah, um, yeah, we're just super happy. It's amazing. I mean, it's Greece. We love Greece. I love Greece.
Woo!
David, do you want to
Yeah.
add anything before
Woo!
we finish?
Oh yeah, Jonas is. Thank you for all the support, and it means a lot for us. So thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for giving me some of your time to discuss the series. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and fingers crossed, season 3 will be on the horizon.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, man.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a
Thank
great
you.
interview. Thank you.